Hello everyone, my name is Lucia Reos Campos and today I'm going to talk about role of women in Spain from 1931 to 2000. First, history has shown that during revolutionary periods, women have always been in a struggle. In 1930, Spain was living in the Second Republic. The female active population was 24% of the total and 80% of these were single women and widows. When a married man died, his widow was obligated to work to bring up their families because no type of widow's pension existed. Married women found themselves in an even worse position. There were laws which made access to work for them more difficult. They had to have their husband's permissions to work and could not dispose of their salary freely. In this period, we need to talk about this amazing woman, Carmen Eulalia Campoamor Rodriguez, known as Clara Campoamor. Clara Campoamor was a Spanish lawyer, writer, politician, and defender of women's rights. During the Second Republic, she created the Unión Republicana Femenina and was one of the main promoters of women's suffrage in Spain, which was included in the 1931 Constitution and was exercised for the first time in the 1933 elections. Because of the Civil War, she had to flee Spain and died in exile in Switzerland. Then we have to see the woman in Francoist Spain between the years 1939 to 1975. General Francisco Franco and his supporters had a clear vision of an ideal Spain. Franco's regime stood fundamental Catholic values. These were strict rules and restricted rights for women. Spanish social and legal values establishes standards of sexual conduct for women and restrict career opportunities for them. It provided divorce, contraceptions, and abortion, and it permitted prostitution. Women were not treated equally and were underestimated as if they didn't matter and were instead used for pleasures. During the Franco years, marriages had to be performed under Roman Catholic law and regulations, even if only one of the partners was Catholic. Without a husband's approval, a woman was provided from almost all economic activities, including employment, ownership of property, or even traveling away from home. The law also included definitions of crime such as adultery. Women were very limited and were not equally treated with their rights and strive for what they wanted. Moreover, it is necessary to talk about women in Spain after the fall of Franco's regime. Important reforms began shortly before Franco's death, and they have to continue since then. The husband's permissions rules was abolished in 1975. Laws against adultery were cancelled in 1978, and divorce was legalized in 1981. So they were finally making positive impacts in women's lives. After the fall of the Franco's regime, Spain has taken many steps to the issue of violence against women. However, it was not only in 1987 when the Spanish Supreme Court agreed that a rape victim doesn't need to prove that she had fought to defend herself in order to verify the truth of her allegation. Until then, it was generally accepted that a female rape victim had to show that she fights back and hadn't encouraged the rapist to attack her. Globalization empowered the women of Spain. It offered many employment opportunities that had not existed while Franco was in rule. Well-known companies such as Nike, Levi's, McDonald's, and Coca-Cola set up offices and distribution centers in Spain and created work positions open to women. Finally, we need to talk about Spanish women nowadays. In recent years, the role of women has largely increased in Spain, especially in politics. New laws have officially eliminated all kinds of discrimination. The macho culture is still present, and women in Spain are paid 13% less in public sectors and 19% less in private sectors than men. Although they are seen as useful and equal in actuality. Their traditional roles as homemakers and mothers subordinate to men are still visible. It is important to eliminate this vision and keep supporting the importance of women in society. Thank you so much, and these are my references. Bye.